Hello.
Hi, happy Saturday, everybody. Welcome to Now That's Disney's Disney Night Live. What's going
Hi,
on, Jason
everyone.
and Kim?
It's I look so forward to Saturday nights. It's the perfect way to unwind. Like I had a rough week. I'm glad it's over, and I'm glad I get to hang out with you guys and just hang out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
me
we,
too.
we
I
feel the
agree.
same,
I
especially
miss us
because,
when we don't have a show.
yeah,
Yeah, it's weird to not do one on Saturday nights.
Yeah.
right?
What was
Yeah.
it? Last week we didn't have one, or the
No,
week
last week we did,
week
the weekend
before?
before we didn't.
The week
Yeah.
Yeah.
before,
And I'm
Yeah.
still sharing out. I apologize.
you shared Kim and I can just chit chat
You
away.
guys chitty chat.
Hi,
And
Becky. Becky
I,
came on.
hi, everybody. It's
Gotta go
great to
out
see everybody.
a little bit. Yeah. Hello to everyone.
Chris says, "Hey, hello."
Hey!
I had to read that twice because I thought he said he hello. I'm like, what?
Hey, hello.
Still
I
sharing.
love Saturday night
So
too.
I gotta tell you guys and the audience, I discovered something this week, and I think I've binged every episode of this little TikTok series. If you like Star Wars, Dolores, Imperial Human Resources, hilarious. She brings up all these little skits.
On TikTok?
Yeah, there are questions we always ask with Star Wars. Should one Imperial come in and go, can we have a railing, just one railing?
Oh, I'm gonna have to check it out. I like to do
It's
TikTok
pretty
on Saturday night.
funny.
All right.
I started it and I couldn't stop. And the best was watching her at conventions when she was going up to different people cosplaying as Imperials and writing them citations like stormtroopers. You missed your shot. Darth Vader, you're getting
Hey,
a warning for breathing too loud. People are complaining.
Cornell, what's going on, bud? Welcome
Hey,
back,
Cornell.
Cornell.
Hey,
Hi,
Cornell.
everybody. Susan and Lily. Sorry, I'm just catching up now after sharing us out. We're officially shared, except from you guys watching. Please share us out.
Yes,
We are live.
please.
I'm so off tonight, guys. The Yankees are on the TV here. Yankee playoff baseball. And I get really stressed out. I'm not the same. They lost yesterday, and I was angry for hours. So I want to put up. Why are these not coming up? Here they come. We're slowing down tonight. We're live. Please share us out. We're Now That's Disney. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Right now, Disney Night Live is streaming in the Now That's Disney Facebook group. We're streaming to Twitter. We're streaming to YouTube. And we're streaming to my LinkedIn profile. Not that anybody looks, but we're there. So please
You know
check
what?
us out. Share us.
I'm sure people watch there.
Yeah, I think some people do, or say hi at least.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Like Dave said, if you guys could share us out, that would be fantastic.
That would be unreal. We'd be very appreciative. It is Saturday, so happy Saturday.
Tomorrow is the official day of sleeping in.
It is.
Why? Because it's Sunday or
Sunday.
Oh, okay. Can't we sleep in every day? Yeah.
So it's Saturday for us, except today I woke up at 6:30.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know why? Because in the summer I'm on summer mode. And then when I start teaching, the alarm goes off at 5:30. So, and it stinks because in the summer I started sleeping until like 8:30, which for me is late, and it's great because I'm so rested. So I could sleep in, and it was 6:30, and I felt like it was late. And I opened my eyes, and I'm like, but it's still dark out. Is it the middle of the night? Why am I awake? And I looked at the clock, and I'm like, it's 6:30. Then I got up, got a drink of water, and I hear David go back to sleep.
I went back to bed till like 8:30.
I know. It's annoying because your body gets used to it.
Yeah.
And I'm tired now.
I have one of those bodies that's like 6 o'clock. I don't get a say in it. It forces me up.
Oof.
It's like, you're awake, dude. You can try. You can try, but you're up.
Yeah.
In the summer, it's kind of awful for David because Colton and I slowly, as the summer goes on, we start to stay up later and later. Because during the school year, we're all in bed 9:30, especially in the cold winters. But in the summer, warm year, it's all, we neither one of me or Colton have to get up. So David still has to work. So Colton and I are starting to go to bed 10, 11, 12, 12:31 and then getting up late, and he's just like, oh my God, go to bed or be quiet.
Yeah, I get up at 6 a.m. every morning, but on the weekends I like to sleep later, and I've been able to now. When I was younger, I used to just pop up same time every day, and now I'm like, yeah, we're gonna just lay
I'm
down.
not gonna lie, I am that annoying morning person that's up and awake, and I don't even need coffee. I just like it. If you ever have to share a hotel room with me, anyone, I am sorry, because I'll be up and like
That's me on Disney
David
vacations.
at Disney. It's so annoying.
The curtains get opened.
Sleep.
Oh, who gets really mad? It's Mary gets really mad when I talk about it. I just open up the curtains, let that sun in the room.
Yeah. Then he's like sometimes I'm waking up and it's not late because Disney, obviously, we're not getting up to, you can't get up too late anyway. You won't get your things, your Genie Pluses. But like, even if it's like 7, David's like, I see him like, I'm like waking up and I see him walk back into the room, like dressed with like 3 coffees. I'm like, where have you been? Like walking around.
I went to all the parks.
He's got the ears on.
Premises, like a creeper.
That is definitely it. I've been everywhere already. That's how it goes.
It's funny when I'm at Disney and it's time to get up. It's time to go to the parks. I am like a child. I'm like, ooh.
It's a lot of fun. What am I doing? Copying and pasting the wrong stuff. I don't even know what I'm doing.
Turn off the Yankees, David. I'm
not watching them. They're on right now. They're losing 1-0, guys. But not
Huggy Bear. Huggy Bear's here. Hi, Ron.
No way. What's up, Ronnie? Welcome back from Ohio. Ron was in Ohio this past week. Yeah.
Hello.
We miss you at work, Ron. We really did. It was a great week, though. Another great week at work. I love it. I love where I work, and I love the people I work with.
You're not being facetious, are you?
No, I love it. I really do.
Okay.
I love this place. Yeah, compared to my other work experiences, ugh. I know what I want to remind everybody about. WCK.org, World Central Kitchen. Remember, we still have our fundraiser going for those affected by Hurricane Ian. So we started this fundraiser. You can get all the information right in the Now That's Disney Facebook group. But here's the link.
Even $5 is great. I
mean, $5, whatever you can.
Anything helps.
We really researched this. We did not want it to go to a fundraiser that didn't give or wasn't on premise, or Aunt was a social director of social work for in New Jersey for a very long time, so she knew what to really look for, and she helped us. So it's for a good thing. So
it really is. And I mean, just because it's a couple of weeks removed doesn't mean people aren't still struggling or need food and water and nothing like having a warm meal, I'm sure, after you've lost everything, and you have nowhere to go. So, this isn't for us. We're not getting anything. Like Now That's Disney and Disney Night Live. Mm-hmm. I just wanted to start this because I feel that, Florida is near and dear to so many of us because of Disney World. I mean, we go there all the time, and that's what the group and the show is about. So they were devastated, as was so many other places. So, if you can help out, if you can't, just share it and share the link, and try to help. So that's all. Just give back a little bit.
Support our happy place.
Yeah, I mean,
and the people that make those dreams come true for us.
Who said that? Was it Susan B says, I think you're lying, Dave. No, I got to be honest. I really do. I love this. I love the company I work for. I've been there for 2.5 years, and I really enjoy the people and the place. So I'm not lying.
That's awesome.
LTS Corp, we rock. Yeah. Let's dive into our sponsor stuff tonight and then get along with our topic here. So let's float.
Chris, how would you know mornings suck? Your
mornings suck. The older I get, mornings suck, Chris. That's all. I used to get up and start to vacuum, and I was doing stuff. Kim's like, "You're psychotic." I'm like, "I know." Now, now even on the weekends, I get out of bed. I make a cup of coffee. I'm back in bed. I'm scrolling through my phone. I'm in no rush for anything now.
Other women would be like, "You're crazy. You're so lucky. My husband's lazy. Your husband loves to clean," which David does. Right. And I'm like, yes, it's wonderful. He helps out. We both, it's a 50-50, but vacuuming at 7 o'clock.
Right. Remember last week I said, I think you called me stupid and something else. It's short, fat, bald, and ugly. I mean, terrible.
David, I did not
I
stop.
can't believe it. Let's mute them too.
Do I need to step out for a minute?
You guys, I did not listen. They don't know you, David, and what a Weisenheimer you are.
How do they not know me? I've been watching for so long.
Your first grade teacher is going to come on here. I hope she comes on. Miss
Ruane, she'll yell at me.
I hope she comes on.
I was a short, fat, bald, and ugly first grader, and now look at me.
Were you the kid in that group picture that looked like Uncle Fester?
I was the kid with the velour. I was the kid with the velour sweater.
We all had velour sweaters. It was the 70s.
I can't believe what were our parents thinking.
It's okay. I had a bowl cut, so I had a bowl cut through the 70s.
Hey, Mary, and we all had velour sweaters, and we all had bowl cuts. It didn't matter, girl or boy.
In first grade, I did. I had hair and I had a bowl cut, and it was.
That was the beauty of the 70s. Nobody had, envy of barber envy. Like my kids now, my first graders have like these really cool haircuts with like lines inside and things like their name carved in, and it's like it was like an $80.
Yeah.
Wow.
For a yearbook, you're only going to look at once every decade, but it's time to go to a reunion.
Exactly.
Let's float some monorails here and let's do our DVC rental sponsor.
I shall release the monorail to float.
It's a spooky good deal. Let's see it. What do we got tonight? Folks, we have a one-night stay at Old Key West. Now, this is exciting because it's a check-in of October 29th and a checkout of October 30th. So right before Halloween, right? It's a one-night stay, deluxe studio standard view at Old Key West. And this is not the only one. They have DVC-Rental has the exact same deal. Same room, same night, same room category, same price at the same place. So they have two of the same deals. So this room's going to sleep you 4 people plus an infant. If you want to go and like with other friends or a big family, you can actually get both of these rooms and you could sleep 8 people and 2 infants by splitting the rooms up. The total cost for this deal is $333, but that really is only like $280 when you apply the promo code NTD50, which you can only get from us at Now That's Disney, $50 off when you book any reservation. So if you were to get this deal at dvc-rental.com and also take the second room, you'd get $50 off both reservations, not just one because they're 2 separate reservations.
Nice. So
yeah, you can get 2 rooms for under $600.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, just this one night deal split between 4 people is $70 a person. You can't even stay at a Motel 6 in Orlando for that cost.
No, you really can't.
This will come in handy when Jay lives there, and then I will come for like a weekend to go to Halloween Horror Nights or Mickey's Not So Scary. Then I could just zip in and stay one night for cheap at a nice resort.
Zippity doo and zippity da.
Yeah.
What's going on, Adam?
Or I'll stay with you and we'll get in trouble.
Adam, what's going on with these Yankees? They're killing me.
Oh my God, Adam, please help him, Adam.
Adam's just as bad as me. We message each other throughout every Yankee game. It's ridiculous. The whole entire Yankee game, we both watch it and then message back and forth.
Adam, I just want to say thank you for being there for him during the playoffs. You two had each other. I don't.
Kim's out because
Adam is officially David's compadre.
Yeah. We just talk throughout the games.
Dave, I cannot. I actually have no room to talk because the new episode of Doctor Who is next Monday, and I literally have a timer on my phone counting down minute by minute to when I get to see the Doctor again.
Do you get like stressed out about episodes?
I get stressed out during episodes.
Yeah. That's me.
If I read a spoiler.
That's me and David with Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah. Yeah, Handmaid's Tale I can handle, but the Yankees, the Indians have another guy on second base here. It's killing me. I'm going to have to turn it off. Mary says sports with balls. Ugh.
You and I will use those DVC deals during sports times.
Mm-hmm. Jay, you could be like Dylan from 90210 and just live out of hotels by renting from dvc-rental.com.
Yeah, feeling
Right?
great.
Yeah, just
know?
bounce from one to the other. I mean, check out dvc-rental.com. The best way to get in touch with them, let's get over to here and show you that everything's gone. Here we go. Scott at dvc-rental.com. Scott Federioli is a great guy. He's from our area, moved to Florida because that's how much he believes in his business, dvc-rental.com. Get in touch with him. Don't forget the promo code NTD50 to save $50 off this reservation and any reservation. And also, please don't forget about buyandsell.dvc.com. That is their other portion of their business where you can buy and or sell a resale DVC contract. We were having a good conversation yesterday in the Now That's Disney admin group about this. So please check them out, and DVC-rentals all over social media as well.
Don't be like Kevin. Don't forget the dash. Save the cash.
Yeah, yes. Kevin, for now on, he will forever be the spokesperson for DVC-rental. it's Kevin dash. Kevin does smell. I'm going to message him after the show.
If you're out there.
Kevin, I do. I miss you and we love you, but I'll never forgive you.
Poor Kevin. It's going to be shame every Saturday night.
He is every Saturday night. Shame. Let's welcome in our folks from magicworld.com, 24/7 Disney Magic. Wait a second, where am I? I can't. Oh, I'm blocked.
You're at the bottom
I'm in the middle tonight.
You're the bottom square.
We could tell our friends over at D Magic World not to forget the dash to save the cash as well with dvc-rental.com, like Kevin did. D Magic World, don't be like Kevin. Be like yourselves and remember the dash. Also, remember to check out dmagicworld.com every day and all day because it doesn't stop. It's just streaming Disney music. There is the Parks channel. There is the movie music channel. And on specific days of the week, you can hear us, Disney Night Live, in full. Yeah, so we do that on Sundays. When we do stuff around the house, we've got it on. And although we do the show, we love to still hear like us. Like for some reason, It's funny when you hear it on playback. You could hear my stress and anxiety about the Yankees, who are now the Guardians have first and second with no out, so they're about to give up more runs.
Magic World. I so hope they play this clip on Sunday.
It's gonna, it's just like I don't know if we'll get the show loaded that soon, but then you'll hear me and my anxiety about the Yankee playoffs. D Magic World, folks.
Check it out for real, guys. I feel like I don't know. I dare you to check it out tomorrow. We always have it on Sunday. Sunday's like my big cooking day, although I cook today, not tomorrow because we're going out tomorrow. But it's so nice. It's just there's great music.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Not just Disney songs like from movies that you hear on another Disney channel, which is great, but it's really interesting, neat, different clips. And it really makes me feel like I'm in Disney. The only problem with it is whenever we listen to it, I'm like, I need to go to Disney.
Well, that's the
But it's nice. It really makes you feel like you're there. So
we've been packing up the house for a couple of weeks, and I enjoy just the theme park stuff.
Right.
In my head, I'm there while I'm doing chores.
Yep.
Yeah, the theme park stuff is fun because, again, it's not just U.S. Disney theme parks. It's all of their theme parks, right? So you'll hear parades and shows from all over the place on DMagicWorld.com. Hello, Donald. And then they have the movie music channel. So if you're, you just want to listen to that where it's consistent things but I love hearing the parades from overseas, man, and the music, but you don't know what they're saying, but you get the gist of it because, it's familiar.
I get the biggest kick out of that because I love that it translates into every language.
It does, right? Globe. Happiness and Magic translates for some reason. It's just like easy to understand.
What were you listening to last week, David, that I was like, what is this from? And it was such a familiar tune. I think we thought it was Pirates.
It was it was Let It Go, I think, in Frozen or something. It was from Tokyo, the Tokyo park, and it was one of their parades. And I think it was the Pirates came on too from there.
No,
But
the
then-
pirates, yeah.
Yeah.
We were like, what is this? And we knew that it was familiar. You could tell that it was an attraction that you've been on, but maybe not in that park. And it was
Yeah.
interesting to hear the similarities and the differences. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Hey, Donald Nicholson, I heard from a certain somebody that you're going to be attending a nice little cruisy cruise soon.
Very soon.
A certain panda.
That's right.
Very nice, Donald. Why didn't you ask me to come?
I want to go.
Well, that's a couple things. We weren't asked to go, number one. And number two, do pandas float? So don't get too close to that railing, John. No, we're really excited because Don and Marie are getting ready for their cruise, and that's exciting.
That's cool.
You get that countdown, the numbers are just going, the days, and you got like 10 days and then 5 days, and you're like, bam, there it is.
I'm thinking about cruising. I'm thinking about doing it.
A Disney cruise or just any cruise?
No, I would not go on just any cruise because I'm not really a cruiser, but
same.
Like now that I think there's the ship out of New York, so we will be super close. We wouldn't have to fly. I mean, you can't ask for much more. Yeah, I'm thinking. Oh, you're taking the lead. I'm not gonna get into it here, Donald. Okay.
Yeah, I'm here, Donald. You can't talk about this stuff. Kim talks like she's single too, by the way. She's like thinking about cruising. It's like we live in the same house, sleep in the same bed, and you haven't told me you're thinking about cruising. And are you going without me? Are you leaving Colton with me? Are you taking him? What kind of relationship is this?
And I'm over here inviting her down to like come hang out with me while you're doing sports.
I know she's cruising with Donald. She's staying with Jason and Chris. I don't even know who this person is on the other side. We're not even in the same room for the show.
I have independent thoughts sometimes when I'm up at 6:30 in the morning and you're still snoring.
I'm going to mute you. Kim smells.
No, Alan smells.
No one smells like Alan does. Alan smells like Alan.
He thinks he smells like roses.
That's Alan.
Roses, but
I think Alan smells like Alan. 2-0 Guardians, 1 out. First and second.
All right.
He called in live last time. We know what he smells like.
We know what it is. Oh my God, it was so funny when I put out the podcast.
Epcot booze.
Did you see? It was like. Looked like he was under arrest.
Looked like he was holding onto a rail for dear life.
Right, like he dialed into the show, but didn't realize he dialed into the show, and then he was like shocked or like Igor or something.
I think it was one of those drunk thoughts. This could work, and then you go, "Ooh,
yeah. He was like, oh, I don't know if I'm ready for this." So when I did the podcast today, our new podcast is up for Disney thumbs up and thumbs down. But then I said a not so sober Alan joins in at the end. That was so funny.
And I got to tell you, everyone go on YouTube, watch the episode again, give it a like.
Yeah,
but if you listen to
funny.
it, it's just as funny because you can just hear through the silence.
Yeah. He was his words.
I got him after the show. We were like, Alan, did you get back to the hotel? Okay.
No, he took the monorail to the Emporium at Magic Kingdom and went shopping drunk, and then went back to the room to go to bed. We were all worried about him.
Yeah, our messenger were like, Alan, you okay? Alan, you okay?
Right. I got worried like a father.
Texting or
sure.
Calling.
I never had the urge to go shopping drunk. I want to eat if I've had a night of drinking, but he went to
the urge to go shopping, period.
No, ever. But I mean, when you're drinking after a night of drinking, the first thing I want to do is soak up the alcohol with some delicious food.
You know what? I gotta say, I love shopping drunk at Disney because you're like, I need this. This is totally justified.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
My sober side would say no, but this side, heck yes,
this is a drunk purchase.
All 47 pins
fly out of the wallet like magic. Which one you want? MasterCard.
The magic man and go ching 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 ching.
Oh my gosh! Donald says I went to take a nap, woke up, and Marie had booked a cruise.
Nice, Marie. Very good.
That is too funny.
It's awesome.
Good for her. And Mary's going on the Wish in December. Yeah. Fun, Mary.
Right. Yeah, I know. Everyone's cruising.
Mary, you've gone before on it. You've cruised before, right? Yes, she has.
They cruise all the time. Yeah.
Mary, you're gonna have to share lots of pictures with us on the Now That's Disney page.
Yeah. And you know what? For both Donald and Marie, and then Mary and Steve and Nevaeh, are you guys going on the Wish for the first time, or you've been on the Wish before? Because I know they've cruised before. Yeah, only Disney cruises for Mary. Nice.
We're gonna fly away, glad you're going my way. I love it when we're cruising together. You know that song?
You know what? I can't wait when this episode comes out on D Magic World and you can hear how bad that sounds, and you'd be like,
I know I can't sing, and I do it anyway.
No, I love it. I do know that song. It's from
Cruising made for love.
They sang that in that karaoke movie.
Duet with Gwyneth Paltrow and Huey Lewis.
Yes, exactly.
Jay, you don't know that movie, do you? You're making face. You got to watch that movie.
What movie? Because I'm old. I went straight to the Love Boat
theme. Such a good movie.
No, it's way after that. Duets
with Huey Lewis and Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yes. They're like professional karaokeers. Yeah.
It's cute. Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's like a whole ring of karaokeers. Our topic for tonight, my God, it's 8:35. We're just getting into it.
Half hour in, we're to our topic.
We got 10 minutes to talk about it. We're going to express our disappointment, and we want to hear from everybody watching right now. Whole son of a Kim Southerner right now. Are you disappointed with the Walt Disney World 50th celebration, as well as the Epcot 40th, which I just came and went without a blink of the eye? I don't know how you couldn't be disappointed with that, but the 50th celebration as well. There is a topic, Mary, and we've got some time to talk about it. And I think, Mary, you were there actually for the 50th. I know, Panda was. You were there. I know RJ was with Victoria. We weren't there, but I mean, we heard and read a lot about it. So,
well, we got to it at a later date, but
right. Well, exactly.
Yeah, well, that's something to talk about too. Like, what it was like going in a later date. Was it as magical or was it like blah? So, yeah.
I think it was all the same because nothing really ever happened, which is the biggest complaint out of all of it.
I was one of those people that got in line at midnight and in the Esplanade at Disneyland and waited all night long.
Except for the 20
to get in the gates for the 50th at Disneyland.
Okay, yeah.
And I mean, I went to the 50th on the 50th, and then I went throughout the year, and I only got to do Magic Kingdom one day this year, and it was I was really taken aback by how little they actually did. How little of a celebration it was.
Very underwhelming, right?
Yeah. Honestly, if it hadn't been for the big 50th on the castle and the occasional 50th banner hanging from a lamp, you would not have known this was a party. Yeah.
And so I'm going to put a little bit of blame on everybody. I'm going to blame Disney because they really...
Us?
Well, yeah. A little bit, and I'll get to that. Spoiler. Disney pumps up these celebrations, right? And then they have these celebrations, and everybody's upset about it. But, don't we know better now? Aren't they just, trying to sell merch? And we believe in it because we're Disney enthusiasts, and we love Disney. We're fanatics. And we didn't go on the October 1st on that first day, but a lot of people did. And they filled the parks, right? Especially Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, but they went in and they got into fights for merchandise, and then they left. They didn't stay and play.
Right. They didn't. Well, and I think, people went there for the merch because they felt that was the thing to do. There wouldn't be more of it. So Disney didn't have enough, right?
The biggest thing, though, right there, puts such a spoiler on the whole day. Even watching it and as somebody that was home and having all these friends that I knew were there. I'm watching Mary, I'm watching John, I'm watching
we were talking to everybody, right?
And listening and watching for their posts and everything. And it was that was the highlight of that day, which is sad that it was just all about the merch and how long the lines were and the fights and the arguing, and that was it.
And that was
like that's pretty gross. So
it turned into a Black Friday sale, basically.
Yeah.
Is what Disney made it. And
yeah, at Walmart.
shame on us because we keep falling for it. And when are we going to learn that this is the new Disney and they really don't care about the fans, the super fans? They don't care about. They don't care about us. This is what they want. And we also thought like that merch was like it. I mean, it's an 18-month celebration. It's over a year already. That merch was back in the stores the next day, although they sold out on the first day. There was lousy crowd control. Nothing like with the food. Like there's special treats, but it's also like, all right, I get you can't do free because you know what happens with free is people go crazy for free and then they start to fight over it. But how about like discounted specials or treats? They gave you a poster at the walk-in, and that was really it.
Everybody got a cupcake on the 50th when they walked in.
Yeah, at least like something.
All year long, though, there should have been specials. I was thinking about that today. Like there should be all over at resorts, at not just at the parks, at resorts. I mean, for DVC members, for annual pass holders, there should have been, I work for Sensi besides being a teacher, and Sensi's always talking about generosity, and they do all kinds of specials all the time, and it's just Sensi. This is not Disney, and I'm like, if somebody, a little company like Sensi can do it, Disney can do that. And there really wasn't. I mean, we went in April, and this supposedly the 50th was supposed to be all year, and that to me was a big disappointment because it was like. Everything came out in one big shove, first of all.
Yeah.
That's not fair to everybody else. Like all you could do was just watch it come out. And I'm like, forget it. I'm not getting any of this stuff. And then when we did go, it was kind of like, who wants this crap anyway at this point? Because you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just been like overdone, oversold.
The merchandise wasn't even... nothing blew me away. There's nothing I brought home from the 50th. I brought home
crazy over mugs. A tumbler, like
I love my sweatshirt.
A $50.
Chris is right. You know what, Chris? I think like any other business, Disney's being built on analytics. Just like I'm watching Yankees right now, right? Baseball's built on analytics.
Yay, Mary, got the hoodie.
Analytics show. It shows the data and the nerds that things are working. But for Disney, that's money. Like in baseball, that's stats. But it doesn't tell you what's the right thing to do. It's all about data. And Mary just said a couple comments back, they don't care about the legacy fans. So shame on us because we keep expecting this new management at Disney to care about us, and they don't. I mean,
Let me ask you guys in the audience. I really thought when they merged consumer products with theme parks into one division that this was going to happen, that they were going to try to, I hate to say Walmart, but Walmart the parks. It's not really about the experience. It's about shop.
Yes.
You don't even have to go to the cash register anymore.
Well, David hit the nail on the head with calling it a Disney Black Friday, like Walmart.
That's what it was, right?
Walmart, where people are stomping in to get a TV. And, there's got to be better control over the people buying 8,000 things and selling it. It takes away from it. It's just
lousy crowd control.
Yeah.
But I've read that. Is it true that the merch that first day was only at the Emporium? Because that's a big problem right there. If they only put the stuff in the Emporium,
that's a problem.
People.
Excuse me. Yeah.
How are you going to like that? Right. And
because you know what? And Disney forces the castle down your throat. And Magic Kingdom. This was a 4-park celebration, and everybody funneled to Magic Kingdom, and everybody went to the Emporium for the merch. There was 4 parks, and you didn't do a good job advertising that. Stop with your commercials with the sprinkly dust around the castle. Show off your other parks so that people know they're there. Because when I talk to people who aren't legacy fans and fanatics, you know what they think? Disney World is a castle. Mm-hmm. It's all they know. There's so much more at Disney.
Well, and I keep taking it back to Disneyland's 50th, but every Disney park across the globe celebrated Disneyland's 50th. They all had Disneyland stuff. Some parks got new rides. I mean, it was a company-wide, worldwide event. And this was just a bunch of commercials and merchandise. Something's happening with the Yankees.
Aaron Judge, home run, 2-2. Woo, sorry. Finally, after 7 strikeouts in 2 games. Yeah, it was like focused on like the Magic Kingdom. And
which, I mean, I understand because it was the Magic Kingdom and the Poly and the Contemporary that opened at that time. But if they were going to do that, then make it about that original opening stuff. I mean, there was no retro anything.
No nostalgia.
None.
I was thinking that, Jay, the same exact thing. The vintage, for some, like you have this nostalgia with Disneyland. I have Disney World nostalgia, and it is, you have that from the 70s, it's all about the Contemporary, the Poly, Magic Kingdom, and that is it.
And maybe River Country, which
until Epcot came in the 80s, but still, Poly had really nothing. I mean, we stayed at the Poly in April. There really wasn't anything new there. You would have known nothing. The Polynesian was one of the original resorts. It should have been really
no, I understand that, Mary. I just like with crowd control, you got to disperse people other places because Mary, Magic Kingdom is crazy.
There was some cute merch at Botiki at the Poly, but like as walking around the Poly, I mean, why not have a big display of some vintage photos and things, like even something like that? I would have loved of the Poly, of the original construction from the 70s, right, Jay? Like the original floor, pieces of the original floor, whatever they could find. I don't know, John Lennon, bring them back.
I wish.
Something like that, like I think would have gotten my heart more. There was nothing like that for me that reminded me of what it was supposed to be about, not just
really
stuff.
Felt like they didn't try this time. It wasn't important enough as a company to do this.
I'm laughing. I bring out the Beatles again.
We'd have to bring Nixon back too, because he gave his "I'm not a crook" speech at the Contemporary.
He did. I know.
Yeah.
Disney.
Yeah.
We talked about that. Remember when we were there, and we stayed at Bay Lake, or we were over at remember we walked around before 71. Yeah. We were walking around, and I had said it's down that hallway of convention rooms.
Yeah, like downstairs at Steakhouse 71. We spent so much time walking around down there. They have so much beautiful artwork from Mary Blair and
photos.
Real photos.
We didn't get a coffee table book showing those pictures, showing that history. We didn't even get an album release for this.
It's a good point. Steakhouse 71 did a better job with nostalgia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, Kim. Like the photos that go back to the original Disney and Walt and things like when they were being built, Steakhouse 71 highlights that, not the 50th. Yeah.
Yeah, they did. That's what we should have seen all over.
I'm old, Mary. I'm like a vampire. Trust me. They also.
I'm really 500. I just moisturize.
Aren't they amazing though? The Steakhouse 71. We had reservations there, and I was like, Kim, I got to get up and take photos of the photos. Like, that's how into it I was. It's really nice and contemporary.
I was kind of angry because at D23 they did the Adventure Through Inner Space album on vinyl, and my first thought was, hey kids, why not reproduce the first album from Walt Disney World or any of the Walt Disney World versions of attractions like Haunted Mansion, where it's longer? Put that on vinyl and put the 50th on it. But they did not give us anything musically.
No.
Yeah, that would have been neat, Jay. I mean, absolutely. You're right. Like, they were only just thinking about in your face, the big 50 sign, the castle, the gold statues, and the merch, and just
the statues. You're right. The statues are nice, and the Magic Band Plus came later, and they look really cool and interactive. But
I liked it. Yeah.
Well,
You know,
I'm going to circle back to the new magic bands on the statues, but oh man, I had a thought and it went away.
Sorry.
I have a funny thing to show that happens to be right here. Since we were talking about the 50th and Steakhouse 71, thank you. When we were there, I think we got our chips, our French fries or something came in this like tissue paper. And I make,
that's
I
cool.
know, I make like decoupage things and I make decoupage shells. And so I saw this and I'm like, you have to use like really thick napkins or tissue. So I asked the waiter, I was like, I hate to be like a pain, but do you have any of that tissue paper? I told him I'm a crafter and I would love to use some of this because like I can cut out like this vintage.
Yeah.
And then he comes back and he's kind of looked at me and I'm like, I just want a couple pieces of the tissue paper. And he comes back with 2 of them.
That's cool.
What's going on?
And that's another simple little thing they could have done. All the paper products, the cups, the plates.
But I wanted like 10 of them.
But like they could have gone back to the original 70s.
He acted as if he was giving away like free steak.
I was like, it's paper and we're eating here. Why couldn't you give like
do you know what? Just give me 10 orders of fries and don't put the fries in the paper.
When I make these shells, whoever gets them, you're going to be very, very special.
That's a good giveaway, actually, those shells. Disney boasted attraction refurbs and new attractions. We're still waiting for Tron. Guardians opened after the beginning of the 50th. During the 50th, it opened. Remy's wasn't even open, was it?
Yeah. I don't think it opened with the 50th, no.
Your Harmonious show that you boasted is actually getting replaced. That's how bad it is. You're bringing back Happily Ever After or the song to go along with Enchantment or the nighttime show at Magic Kingdom.
It took them a whole year to add Walt and Roy to the Enchantment.
Yeah. Somebody not making the right decisions. They don't have the sense of the fan.
They must have not had that planned. I'm guessing that they would have done it if they had that idea. They didn't have that idea. The fans had that idea and they heard about it and they finally were like, oh, we better give this to them. That is a good idea. So maybe they should hire some of us.
Well, really, a panel
I'm down for
they should listen
Disney
to our
stuff.
show. They should listen to Disney Live.
They should host us at the Poly while we do all their ideas for them.
In the Beatles room.
True. In the Beatles room, yeah.
You know what? They redid between that time and now. They've redone the numbers, and no one knows which exact room he stayed in now.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible.
So we know about where John Lennon stayed. We just don't know. Okay, it's in this floor, but we're just not sure where.
Somebody can't say that room 9239 is now room 9357.
I'm sure somebody knows, but it's one of those. I've tried to find it, and they're like, we don't know.
Great.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You're right, T9 and Mary. You're right with the lifetime trip people. They spend more money. I don't know. I think when we go, we spend a fair amount of money, and I go every year with my family, right?
And the prices keep going up, and I think they're at a point where they're not beholden to their audience; they're beholden to their shareholders. And like Chris said, huge disconnect now.
Right.
Now, why don't we try to spend the next 10 minutes on some of the things, anything that they did right? I mean, Spaceship Earth was pretty gorgeous.
Yeah.
Well, the beacons, right? Right?
They're all so cool looking.
So Spaceship Earth was beautiful. I mean, you can't say it wasn't.
Yeah, and they did a great job with that on the 40th, and the music and the show they did. And those are things that people like us go crazy for. That's it. Just bring something back. Bring back a layover on a ride or something, or do something like that. Because
don't wait until the 50th is over to bring the Hatbox Ghost into the mansion.
Yeah, I know. Right.
Yeah.
Like that should have been an October 1st thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's another thing. There was people weren't on the attractions or the rides. They were only in the Emporium.
They were trying to eat or get merch.
Because they didn't have enough. They didn't do anything on any of the attractions. So if they had either a new attraction or B, some kind of overlay, like Small World. I mean, why couldn't you dress up Small World for that?
T9 has a great point. This is like the contractor that wants the big job, but doesn't want the small job. But the small job brings you back to the customer who's going to pay you over and over and over again, except for the big person that wants the big kitchen done. So what's the difference? There is none. You're making the same amount of money. What you're not getting is the loyalty anymore. You're going to lose that, and you don't want to lose that.
Those people that spend $15,000 to go one time are going to come back and tell their friends, "Oof, not worth it."
Right. So we spent a fortune on DVC, and although that's a one-time purchase for Disney, it's not a one-time purchase for the people that bought it and have to pay it off, right?
You guys have to pay dues annually.
And you pay dues. You got annual pass holders, which they seem to be doing away with. You've got, your Florida residents or your local resident tickets that they sell. I mean, these are the people coming to Epcot at night to eat dinner. It's a couple $100 from a couple.
Yeah, these are the people that put on social media for you. Hey, we're here. Look at the.
But that's another thing too. Everybody always says, "Oh, they're going to do away with vloggers and all this." We're advertising for free. We do this because we love it.
Yeah.
Right. I spend half my day on Saturday preparing for a show and uploading a podcast and sharing groups and growing a group.
Yeah, we are paying to advertise for them.
Yeah. And I'm not saying we should be given anything, but you should respect people, a little bit more that are advertising for free for you or having conversations with people that don't really know that much about Disney. I don't know. It's upsetting.
Well, that's another thing too. They do with the big names. Then they get hosted in this and that, which is great for them. But like all of the little guys that do spend their time like us, we don't get anything. So it would be nice, Disney, if you found some of the little guys, that we would love to be there, but we work.
Reach out to us, give us some money.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, and I'm letting my company know right now. It's October 15th, 2022. If Disney invites us to a media event, I'm going to use some vacation time. You know what I mean? I'm going to, right?
I'm going with you. I'm
going to the media event. I'm not going to not go. Or to be at an opening of an attraction or something. I just want to go to an after hours event that I'm willing to pay for. I just want the timing to be right.
Hey, I was thrilled that Roosevelt sent us shirts. I was like,
I know.
Big time.
I'm going to wear my Roosevelt shirt next weekend again during the show. I love it that much.
I'll do it too. I love my shirt.
Mm-hmm.
It's the first. I'm actually planning on wearing it our first night at Disney next time.
It's a nice shirt. I should give mine away because it's not that I don't love it, but I don't. I'm not comfortable in button-up shirts. Yeah. So it's what do I have? A men's small. What do I have?
Medium?
Oh, a men's medium. So maybe
medium
that fits in a medium. You know what? Adam would fit in a medium.
Adam? Yeah, he's super thin.
Yeah, we're gonna feed that boy.
Adam can eat just like I can.
That'll pass dibs.
I called dibs. Yeah. Right? I mean, Mary says, darn hurricane, no moonlight magic. Mary, I'm really excited. I was talking to Kim the other night. Our date might line up with the Hollywood Studios after hours event. The Magic Kingdom one ends before our trip next year, but Hollywood Studios, the timing of it could be right. And I'm really excited. We've never done that before. But you're talking about, I don't know, what is it? 140, 160 per person to go to that we're willing to spend. So again, you're talking about the one-time family that goes and spends a bunch of money, but it's a family of three that's spending, I think, just as much money maybe in 2 years than the one-time family. I don't know.
It's, and with the price increases this week, I don't want to say it's jumping the shark, but it's what's the shark's name from Nemo?
Bruce. Was it Bruce?
It's jumping the Bruce. It's starting to jump the Bruce. And I read a thing this week about how the Universal is getting more attendance than Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom now.
Yeah. And Hollywood Horror Nights. I mean, they do that very well. I mean, people flock to Universal in Florida for Hollywood Horror Nights. It's insane. If you watch some blogs on that, how well they do it.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
I cannot wait to do Horror Nights. As much as I love Nikki's Not So Scary, the adult version of Halloween in the theme parks is a little more fun.
It's insane to watch.
I would probably be scared, but I would definitely want to go because I like scary Halloween.
Yeah, it's fun.
I watch those vlogs and I look like I feel I'm afraid to walk through those houses. That's how scary they are. I'm like, oh no, that's a little scary.
It's the good kind of scare. They can't touch you. They just jump out of nowhere and go boo.
Yeah.
So, Mary, what kind of things are on that TikTok that you're saying?
There's a
TikTok that shows all the things that were free 5 years ago.
Yeah.
What were some of them, Mary?
Magic Express, Fast Passes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah. 2 of them right there.
Yep.
J Plus, they made it hard. Fast Pass was a lot easier. Hey, let me ask you guys this before we went chimes in. I was wondering the amount of money they spent on Magic Band 2s and Magic Band Plus and the golden statues that make audio when you go wave in front of them. What was the budget on that? And what if they taken that and used that to plus up some of the rides in the Magic Kingdom? We're celebrating. Those statues are going to be gone in 6 months.
Spaceship Earth desperately needs a refurb, like a big one, guys. It's old. It leaks water.
Yeah,
Like inside,
the whole inside feels janky now.
Right. We love it because again, we're Disney crazies, but take some of that money. Yeah, you mentioned Magic Bands. Mary mentioned Magic Bands.
Even like that fabric with the little lights,
half the lights don't work.
Yeah. On your way back, it's like this close to you. You just feel like and the thing is like.
For Epcot's 40th, could we have gotten a second hat for the ride? Because we just rolled down.
Can you guys just get some WD-40 and spray it when it goes backwards? So
That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like.
You need some. Kim just mentioned the noise when you turn around and you're coming down. I don't know if I'm making it or not.
No, I always get I get a little nervous. Although I just love Spaceship Earth.
I do too. But fix it up a little bit.
All of those characters inside. I just love every single one. I'm so excited to see. But then when you come up to the garage, I don't know why. I just get like the chills when you come up to, but we still don't know. Is that Wozniak? Who is that? Like
Steve Jobs, right?
No, it's not Steve Jobs. It's not.
Well, we know who it is. It's Elon Musk.
It's Wozniak, right?
It's all
that's what they say.
It's the Woz.
It's the Woz. It's everybody rolled into one, right? It's
Maybe.
Bill Gates.
I got to be honest. My favoriteest scene in Spaceship Earth. It should be the 60s, but it's not. It's the 70s with our disco scientist,
the go-go lady,
her afro and miniskirt boots. She is the best character in the ride.
Yeah,
the music playing in there.
I always stare at her in the beginning. I was like, "That's an interesting work outfit."
But they dressed like that though back then.
I'm all for bringing that look back.
Why not?
Maybe at the disco.
Panic at the Disco? I like the Rome is Burning because I just love the smell. I mean, that gets me every time. But
I like that too.
You guys mentioned Magic Bands a couple minutes ago. Getting your free Magic Bands in the mail before your trip, 30-something days out. Mm-hmm. Another thing, top 5 free things. Holy cow, how exciting was that? It's just a stupid band. You guys were sending them already. You were already putting the money towards them, and now you're selling them. You found another way to make money off of us.
You got excited when your Magic Bands showed up in the mail.
God,
it was huge. It was a huge.
Yeah, we posted it on Facebook and everything.
And now when it shows up, you're like, oh, I paid for these.
Yeah, if I want different than just the regular base colors, I'll buy it. If I want the plus, I'll buy it. But send people the freaking bass bands.
They cost them what, 2 cents to make?
I mean, come on. Yeah, it's a chip inside, guys. It's not a lot. It's like your badge for work that opens up card readers. It's the same technology.
But it's the small, simple little things that can make it so much
Our
better.
box would arrive. I'm like, Kim, you know what's coming? I just got the tracking. It's coming.
Yeah.
Right? And how excited we would get.
Yeah.
There's that feeling when you open the box and you're like, oh,
yeah.
I'm going to Disney.
Colton used to color coordinate all of us.
Yes, he would pick the colors and we would put the names in, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's the little things. That nostalgia.
Come on, Disney.
Come on, Disney. Do something.
This is like when you're asking for Darth Vader to have some good in him at the end of the movie, right? And Luke, you know, and you think he's gonna kill Luke, and then all of a sudden he turns and he's like, he does have some good in him. I'm still waiting for Disney to have that turnaround.
When Luke has the high ground,
we're Luke, Disney. You know?
Yeah.
Come on.
You know, and this is the thing I've been saying a lot this year is watch for 2025 because Disney doesn't have anything big on the horizon in the parks coming up. I mean, D23 was, we have some ideas we may get around to.
Yeah, we might.
Once Epic Universe opens and Disney is forced to look at, you know, how people have turned away from them, why they've turned away from them, they're going to spend the second half of this decade trying to play catch up with Universal. And then I think things will get good again. But they're going to have to get their face rubbed in the dirt a little bit.
They're going to have to do something right.
I think you're right, Jay. I think you're right.
Yeah. What's the best way to get a bully's attention? You punch him in the nose, right? And Hollywood Studios is creeping up. Or not Hollywood Studios, Universal.
Epic Universe is going to be huge.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a huge game changer. And people are going to want to go to the newest park in the city.
Yeah, right? The newest ride, the newest park,
yeah,
the newest restaurant, right?
It's everybody else is that devoted to Disney. There's a lot of people that love all licensed things, you know, like that. It's
and with the pricing and the complicated planning and the stress of a Disney trip now, you can just roll up to Universal. You don't have to make reservations.
That's
and you can be like, I'm going to pay more money to get the front of line pass. And literally walk on everything all day except for Hagrid's.
Yeah. Oh, rest in peace to the actor who played Hagrid, by the way.
I know.
Yeah,
Robbie Coltrane and Angela Lansbury.
Angela Lansbury, yes. Rest in peace to both of them. Yeah. You brought that up, and I totally forgot about it. Thanks for reminding me. There's so many more things I think that Disney can do, and they've got to get back.
Yeah, I think we're going to watch them try to slide on their reputation. And then when this new park opens, it's going to be red alert. We need to hammer some stuff out. We need to change our ways.
Yeah, definitely.
So in the end, us, the fans, will win. It's just we're going to have to go through 3 more years of Disney going, I think like they don't care.
I don't know. I mean, I hope so. But there's certain things that I see as like the changing world that is just so wrong, like the Genie Plus system. The fact that it makes you stay on your phone all day. Our last trip was the first trip that David was in charge of that because he's a lot better at that kind of stuff than me, and I really felt like it was me and Colton walking around, and David next to us like this, you know, and it took a lot away. It really did, and people aren't going to complain about it as much because it's technology, but we shouldn't have to use our phones all day long to do what we want to do.
And you know, I really noticed it on this trip. This last trip in April, more people were on their phones than I've ever seen before. More people were checked out of the experience.
You can no longer do it. I mean, even mobile ordering. Yeah, it's great, but we didn't need it in the past. There was no mobile ordering. We just went in to wherever and we waited online. Now it's like it's a big mess. You don't know like which line when you do go in, like, do I go here? Do I go? Did you mobile order? Oh, you didn't, this line, that line. And you still on the phone for that too. Even Just Eat. I just miss the old times.
And you know, I do like being able to order lunch when I'm in line for a ride, so I can get off and go get what I want. But like you say, it's too complicated. You walk
Right.
in and no one knows where to go. The cast members are too busy trying to figure out this mess to help you out.
It's just another way, though, that I'm not saying that it's not convenient, but it's just another way that people are less engaged in doing normal things like learning to wait. And it's just a sign of the times that depresses me sometimes, that I really miss the 80s. And like, I just do. I think it was a better time. I think that it's
sometimes I worry Disney peaked in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
I'm going to say something that might offend people, but when have I ever cared?
Uh-oh.
Disney fans like us, and I'm not putting down the once-in-a-lifetime people, but they're not educated for Disney.
No, they don't have the passion.
And we know Disney. So we know things to do, ways to save, all the secrets and the tips. The people that go the once in a lifetime or every 10 years, they're just going and throwing cash at it.
Mm-hmm.
We're going and what's the difference if Kim and if you get too expensive and I own DVC, what if I can only go every other year now? So say I spend in one trip every year $3,000, but now I can only go every other year because you've priced me out.
What happens
can't afford every year
when you use your DVC to go to Universal?
Right, or I'm just staying on property and I'm not dropping coin on a pass or food or your Genie Plus. I mean, you just raised the prices again. No, I know, Mary. I'm just throwing out a number. I'm not saying like it's 3,000. I'm talking about like if we go for 10 days, what do we spend out of pocket? And I'm not talking passes. I'm not talking what it costs me for DVC. I'm not talking about what it costs us for airfare. I'm talking what I'm just spending in my, say, 10-day trip on food and drink, right? And merch. Okay. So would you rather have my $3,000 every year or do you want it every other year? Because I'm a smart Disney visitor. I'm not I'll just buy a bunch of stuff and I'm not coming back. And this is my one time.
Yeah.
And that's what so I'm not putting down the once in a lifetime people or the once in every 10-year visitor that Disney seems to want to attract. But we're educated Disney fans. So we know the tips and tricks. People ask us all the time, oh, I heard you're the Disney person. What do you do to save money? Right? Well, that's just my opinion.
Oh, yes, Chris, we know you're loud. We know you're very, very, very loud.
I'm loud too. And I snore very badly, Chris.
Oh, no one's loud like Chris. You could. What, dear? He's upstairs on the other side of the house.
He said, Ma, have the meatloaf. The meatloaf.
You know. Oh, he's loud. He's loud. 2:00 in the morning in Long Beach, California.
Oh my God.
Hear him.
That's hilarious.
Walks away.
How funny is
hear
that?
him. You can hear him coming home from our apartment.
Dear,
the neighbors are going to hear this and think something's going on.
Is that drunk Alan from Epcot?
Oh my God. I can't wait to listen to this episode now on
He's
Magic World.
I'm
going to wait just for that moment.
Opposite end of the house, and you can still hear him. You're loud, Chris. Everyone knows.
So let's go back 40 minutes where I said, shame on us. Right? And I said, I'll get back to it. Shame on us. We keep going.
And we will keep going.
And we will keep going. So it's just, again,
we're going to keep going, but are we going to start exploring other options and limiting our Disney days like, okay, I'll just go to Magic Kingdom and Studios. I won't need to go to Epcot and Animal Kingdom anymore. I'll just do the things where my favorites are at and then do other stuff.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Tina, I know that sounds like a nice plan. Like something when Colton gets a little bit older, I could see us definitely staying off property and doing Universal. We haven't done yet. He hasn't done SeaWorld yet. Maybe go to that gator place or whatever it is. Maybe go
put our head in gators' mouths and
and Orlando's got some great culture. They've got their own Shakespeare troupe. They've got some great museums. I mean, it's a pretty cool city to hang out in.
I want to go see some of the other places like Celebration and Winter Garden. And God, there are some beautiful places in Florida. Never mind their beaches.
A couple trips ago, a couple trips ago, though, I skipped Animal Kingdom and went to Cocoa Beach for the day. I had a nice, relaxing beach day.
Yeah, I really would like to do that. Is Cocoa Beach is pretty water, Chris? It's a nice beach.
I loved it.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, I was really pretty.
It's also where they make Cocoa Pebbles. So
Chris is right. Busch Gardens has excellent roller coasters.
SeaWorld, Busch Gardens.
We have Busch Gardens here.
Look at some of
here.
Panda just put up a SeaWorld vlog earlier, right?
Yeah.
The Monster Stomp, and also watch some of the vlogs on the Busch Gardens haunted house stuff. Holy cow. Like a lot of fun.
I mean, there's some
Great Adventure. I mean, Six Flags Fright Fest is really cool.
You know, I missed that. What was the name of it where you had all the miniatures of China? It's where Margaritaville is now. Wonders of China.
That I don't know, but I've seen the Margaritaville.
It was like every important Chinese building, but done in miniature. And that was a good half-day walk around.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah, I mean, so it's not just Disney and the other places. There's a lot of stuff to do there, but yeah.
I'm excited to live there. I can't wait.
I like penguins.
I like penguins too. No, I can't wait to get in that city. It's going to be exciting times.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's more than Disney to do now.
Yeah, there is. And we want to hear from, not just the people that watch live, but if when we put this show up as a podcast, we want to hear from you. So write to us and let us know what you think Disney could have done differently with the 50th celebration and the Epcot 40th that never really seemed to have happened.
The one that sneezed by.
Yeah, Jason says, Chris says Jason is my penguin.
I have a question for our viewers before we go. So because Halloween's coming up, we are thinking about doing a show on some David, stop it.
4-2 Yankees, Orlando Cabrera, 2-run homer.
Sorry. On Christmas Eve.
I can't help it. Sorry, Kim. Go ahead.
I'm trying to play with the controls here to get David off. Which one is it, Jay? Which one is it?
You don't have the controls.
I'm locking the door. That's it. The door's getting locked.
Randomly hitting buttons now.
Sleep in the basement, David. Every Saturday, it leads to you sleeping in the basement. It's a problem for our
There's
marriage.
a kegerator in the basement, everybody. Come in. You're invited.
And a bathroom. and a baby group behind you.
That's all we need.
No, seriously, though, because Halloween's coming up, we were thinking about doing a show on some creepy stories or some urban legends or something.
Yes.
Or it doesn't have to all be creepy, but based on that area, obviously Disney or that area. But I'm thinking that I don't want to tell tragic stories. I don't like that. There's a big difference. But I was wondering if the guests would also like. So if you guys have anything, please write to us or tell us. That's number one.
Well, Kim, I don't know how you knew this, but that was the Halloween episode I'm planning on the other show this year is Ghost Stories from the Parks. Because I've been doing a lot of
Well, so that's actually next Saturday because we said we don't want to do it on the 29th. We're going to do it on the 22nd.
That's right.
So it's already next Saturday.
And then maybe we could also add in some just other good stories. Maybe it doesn't have to be just about Disney, but some like cool stories like paranormal things.
The spookiest Disney story is about
veer off the Disney thing a little bit for the one weekend.
I can't wait to do this. I love ghosty Disney stories.
I know, so we can call it Stories at the Campfire.
Well, the scariest Disney story that I've ever heard is the about the prices going up. But next weekend will be our Halloween special. Are we dressing up next weekend?
I am if you guys are.
Oh, I'm always down to dress up.
Okay, so let's do that. And if anybody out in the audience wants to dress up, we'll bring you on so people can see your costume.
Oh, yes, that's a great idea.
Yeah, let's do that. If anybody wants to put on a costume, Halloween a week early. Hey, Katie.
Hi, Katie.
Hi, Katie.
Welcome. Katie was working, so thanks for joining. Yeah, if anybody wants to dress up next week with a Halloween costume, a week early, have some fun.
I'm a duck. I don't wear pants.
Jay
Pants
never
are
wears pants.
always
Mary.
optional, Mary.
I wear shorts.
Pantsless.
Yeah, so that'll be fun too. So tune in next weekend for that.
All right.
Yay.
Cool.
Kids.
All right, guys.
Fun.
This was a lot of fun tonight.
It went fast. It went fast and we went
I
long.
hope everybody feels vented now.
I feel vented. I miss Lisa. Alan smells.
Alan smells.
Yeah.
Lisa will be back next week. Alan's
Probably
busy
not.
with the doctor. We'll see him in a couple of weeks when he graces.
Alan's a world globetrotter right now. We don't know where he's at, what he's doing.
He's so busy, Eddie. Comes on.
He just randomly send out texts us pictures. Oh, I'm over here. I'm over there.
Random selfies.
I need to take some screenshots from that clip of Alan.
Oh God, yeah. Please, let's do that. Just share them. Thank you, Lily, and thank you everybody for tuning in.
Thanks,
I had a lot of fun tonight. Yeah.
Have a great week, and I don't know. Enjoy the fall weather if you have it by you.
True.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Be kind.